I focus all my attention on estate planning, probate, and business law. My favorite area of practice is probate and estate planning. And I think that is because I've always been a planner. I like to plan everything. I'm also very organized. I like to have lists of things to do and check off the list. I love checking off things. And that really encompasses estate planning because you are planning for the future, you're preparing for the future. You want to make sure all your ducks are in a row when you ultimately pass away, and you want to make it easier for the people that you leave behind. So I think that's what spoke to me when I got into the estate planning realm. I also really enjoy helping people, and it makes me feel more fulfilled in my life. So the probate and the estate planning checks the box because in probate, someone has inevitably passed away, and you are helping their family to get through the process of obtaining their assets. So you're helping people. It's generally not litigious, meaning people generally aren't fighting. It's most of the time, it's just you've got to follow the law in terms of who gets what, or there's an estate plan in place that determines who gets what. So there's less fighting than you would think in probate. And you're helping people. So you're helping people. And at the end of the day, most of the people are happy with the work that you provide and the services you provide. So with estate planning and probate, it can be very, very rewarding. Business is similar because most of the time we're representing small businesses and in all aspects of business. So setting up the business, transactional items such as drafting contracts for the business, also litigation if there's any kind of problems with vendors or clients or other people, then we can always file suit if necessary. So they actually, all three practice areas go hand in hand because most of the time, if you are talking about assets, you want to protect your assets and you want to pass them down to the right people. So business owners, of course, also have assets. One of their assets is a business, and they want to protect that business and make sure it's intact when they pass away and the right thing happens and there's a succession plan in place. So that also ties into estate planning as well. And of course, ultimately probate. If the proper estate plan isn't in place, then you have to go to court. The other aspect of the law that I handle a lot of is real estate, and that ties into all three practice areas. You have real estate a lot of times with the probate because it's a person's major asset when they pass away is their home. So you have to deal with their home through the probate process. Same thing happens in estate planning. One of the first questions I ask is, what are your major assets that we need to make sure go to the right people, and we also need to protect while you're still alive? So a lot of times a major asset is real estate. Same thing with business. Businesses own land, businesses own real estate, they have office buildings, so it ties into everything. I started out my career, I did a lot with real estate. I also have a real estate license, so it's tied into everything I've done through the years.